everyone, I have a lot to show you guys today and I didn't write anything down, so I'm going to do my best not to ramble and get confused. So, the first thing I'm going to show you is actually a finish. If you guys remember last time I was talking about this, it's by Curiouser and Curiouser on Etsy. It is the Curiouser and Curiouser Alice in Wonderland quote and playing card. I did it on 18 count fabric with hand-dyed fabric and floss. And I'm planning on doing the whole set of Off With Her Head, We're All Mad Here, and Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat, How I Wonder Where You're At. So this is the first one done, and so I'm really excited, and I'm planning on getting that framed up later today. And okay, the next thing I want to show you guys is one that I showed last time. I think it is the inside and the quote is charted by me, and it says shoot for the moon and even if you miss you'll land among the stars, and the outside is the space sampler by Mathysphere, I think, on Etsy. I don't remember if I'm saying that right, but I will put a link down in the description as always. So here we go. So it's really hard to see, but I'm doing it on this like space fabric, and then I'm using waste canvas. So I did a little bit more of the N in moon, but the main difference you can see is I started putting the boxes, and this is in a variegated like purple and black floss, which is called Raven's Wing, I think, and it's by Mad Egg Stitcher. And for their Patreon, you can get floss and stuff. And I will link that down below. The next thing is That's Back by Josephine Wall. Here's a picture of that, although I don't know how well you can see it. But here is that. You can't really see, but I got a little bit more done on the first page here. And then I think that's all the progress I have to show. This is what I am now currently working on for the 100 Day of HAED challenge on Facebook. I did the Mini Evolutions Max Color for the first 50 days. Now I'm working on this for the second half of the challenge. Speaking of, here is the Mini Evolutions. So the first thing that you may notice is that I got a new needle minder, which has what the picture is going to be, but kind of cropped into a square. And then this new needle minder over here, which is Mimikyu, a newer Pokemon. And so I got a lot done over here, and I got a lot started on this page down here. But I'm stitching it upside down, so technically, let me switch the needle minder too. I was working on this lower corner, which is down here, and I'm working up on Umbreon now. The next thing I'm going to show is the sunflowers and purple flowers, which I'll post a picture of now. Okay. And here's as far as I've gotten. I just got a little bit more done on the purple flowers. And I said last time, I think I got that in frame for you guys. This is a frame that was made locally by a place that no longer exists, and I don't know much about it other than that. So if you have any questions about it, I'm sorry, I can't really be that helpful. And the last, well, second to last, the last cross stitch whip I'm going to show you guys is this. I mean, I don't know, it's one whip, but it's two things. So I'm stitching Emmy and Cleo, and I think that's the right way. Yeah, I'm stitching Emmy and Cleo on, I think I have the tag here. It's 32 count linen, Enchanted Glen by Hand-Dyed by Stephanie, but I think she has a different name now. Let me move my hanging thread. So here is Emmy and Cleo. I got all the 310 done on Emmy, which is this one, and I've started working on Cleo, and I have a little bit of beading done. There is beading on the tips of like the spikes of Cleo's dress and in here, and then a little bit at the top of Emmy's hat. And so there's that. And again, I'm working on that every Wednesday evening over on Twitch. You can feel free to ask me for my Twitch name. I just don't feel super comfortable giving it out just quite yet. But then this last thing is not a cross stitch whip, it is a diamond painting. It's on a piece of foam board, so excuse me. Yeah, so here's this. Let me see if I can get the glare to kind of not show. So this is from the movie Princess Mononoke. It's a Studio Ghibli anime movie, and the wolf is behind her. And it's super cool. I finished all of the outside, other than the yellow of the eyes, and then I'm working on her. So that's pretty fun. So I'm hoping to get that done real soon. And I have a really cool frame idea that I want to use for it, so I'm hoping to finish that up to show you guys. Oh yeah, and I don't think I mentioned, but on the Evolutions, I made the schoolroom covers. I said I was going to do that last time, and I did. And so yeah, that's everything in terms of whips that I have to show you guys. And I'm sorry if that went a little fast. I just don't have a lot of cami battery, and I have a lot to talk about. So, the remainder of this video will be haul. It'll be haul just stuff that I've bought, and a lot of it is from HAEDcon, because I don't think I've mentioned, but it has been 1 week since I've got back from HAEDcon, and it was a lot of fun. And so I'm going to talk a bit about that and show my haul and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do a cut now. Ba-ba. Okay, so I'm going to start with fabric first, but not from HAED. So I got an order from Under the Sea Fabric during the 4th of July sale. So this is Lycan's Moon. It is 28 count linen, and it's, I believe you call it a fat half. It's 26 by 36. So I'm going to do my best to unroll and show it to you guys, but it's a pretty big piece of fabric. So I'm going to move back a little bit. Okay. Hooah! I don't even think that's good enough. Hooah-cha! So here it is. I can't tell if it's super true or not, but it has lots of pretty, like, medium light purple, and then this kind of like pinkish color, and I like it a lot. I plan to do a Mirabilia, the one that I showed last video or a couple videos ago, the Fairy Idol, I think it's called. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to, what's the word, or what, help me with the word, the orientation I want to do on this, because, like, obviously I would have enough with it going long ways, because it's super, super long, but if it can fit with barely any margin if I do it this way. And I am a little confused because it is very striped. Sorry, my phone's buzzing in. It's very light purple on here with some splotches, and then it's very much dark pink here and just kind of like the whole thing. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. I wish it was more mottled and less, like, one half is pink and one half is purple. But I am super happy with it. And then the next one I'm going to show you is another it's a 32 count linen in opal. It's opalescent. It's 18 by 26, and it's Anthea. And so yeah, so again, it came out kind of striped. It's mostly pink on this side and mostly green on this side, but I think it would work because I'm planning on doing the Archangel by Mirabilia, and so I'm thinking I can orientate it this way, like with the pink at the top, and I think the wings would really pop on the pink, more so than the green, or it might be the other way around. I don't know yet, but this one I have to do this way. It's so soft, even though it has the opalescent stuff in it. Okay, so that's my stuff from Under the Sea Fabrics. This next piece was a mystery grab bag from Heaven and Earth Designs. It's 32 count, I think, and it's 12 by 36, and I got it for $7, I think. And so here it is. So I don't think that's coming up super true, but it's lots of pinks and blues and just very pretty and whimsical, and I'm trying to find something to put on this. It, I think was like misdyed, I guess you could say, because it has pretty strong blue spots on it, but I just think it adds character and doesn't take away from it at all. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on this, because it's such pretty fabric. Like, it's so pretty, but I just don't know what to put on it, and then only having 12 inches is a little tight, but I might you know, sew fabric onto it so I can have more room. Okay, just folding that up super quick. Okay, the next two pieces are also fabric, but they are also new starts, because at HAEDcon you got a raffle ticket if you started something new and got 100 stitches on it. So I bought 2 pieces of Easy Guide or Easy Grid or whatever you call it fabric, 2 bags of it. This one is 25 count and this one is 28 count. So let me show you the starts on that, even though it's not much because it's only a few hundred stitches, but hey, that's still something, right? So this one is the mini Fallen Angel, and I meant to do this on 28 count, but I did on 25 count. 2/1 10 stitch, I believe. So there's my start on that, and it wasn't required, but because it was 10 stitch, I tried to get at least 200 stitches done, just to be more fair to the people who are doing 1/1, but again, that wasn't required. And this one is Fly Me to the Moon by Josephine Wall. Oh, and on here you will also see one of the needle minders that we got from HAEDcon. So here's my little teeny tiny start. Again, I'm starting in the bottom, what is it, right? So it's more like this would be the proper orientation. Now I have no problems with the word. But again, here's the needle minder. I'm hoping that is focusing. It says HAEDcon 2018, and it is blue. And I remember the 2017 one that I saw from other people's because I didn't go was purple, but I don't remember what the 2016 year was. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is just something I found. It is a Teresa Winsler fantasy, oh god, I don't know, I can't say this word. Someone help me with that word. If you can see, my apologies. But it is very pretty. It has glare. It has this castle in the middle, and it has like a knight and a girl on a unicorn. I don't know if she's a princess. I don't know what. But there's that. So I found this at one of the thrift stores by the convention center, which was super cool. And yeah, I see now, like looking at the chart, yeah, there are a lot, huh? I just thought that was super cool. What else do I have to show you guys? Oh yeah, so I go through needles pretty quickly, Both just, they wear out and they get that gray tarnish, or I break them or I lose them. So I bought 4 25 packs of Boheen 24 needles, size 24. I don't think that this is going to show, but yeah, that's what 100 needles looks like. But that's only like 97 at this point because I've taken a couple out. And then I got a pack of John James 26 needles, I think. That's what those are. Now more for art and stuff. These are all by Rob Carlos. I got these 2 pins. They're in different packaging. But this one is some hummingbirds with like fairies or something riding them. And this one is ravens in the library, I believe. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna focus. If you can see over the glare. I'm sorry, I try. The glare in this room is quite bad. And then I got these 3 mini prints. So this is my first, so here's the first one. As I have said before, I like lighthouses quite a bit, but not, there's a noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but I don't know what it is. But I really like lighthouses, but they're pretty much always shown in the daytime when they're useless. I like dark and spooky lighthouses. So here is a dark and spooky lighthouse. See, it's shining its light there, and it has ravens and kind of tentacles coming out on a stormy night, which is neat. And then these 2 I got because of pretty selfish reasons. I'm a big Disney fan, as I'm sure a lot of people are, but I really like the more experimental era Disney films like Treasure Planet and Atlantis and Meet the Robinsons. I think that's a Disney film. But pretty much in all like the princess countdown and stuff, and I know people are talking about it a lot right now with all the Wreck-It Ralph stuff, they always say about Princess Kida from Atlantis the Last Empire. Bleh. Atlantis the Last Empire. I can talk. Truly, I can. And it really bugs me because she is such an amazing princess. And not only that, she was the first not evil queen. She was a queen at the end of her movie. Way before Elsa was. And I don't know, everyone just leaves her out and it's really sad. So these are 2 prints that include her. Oh god, the glare. Let me try to show them one at a time. So Rob Carlos has lots of zombies and stuff, and they've creeped me out quite a bit. But I'm just ignoring that and appreciating my girl Kida. So this is Kida and Rapunzel tying up somebody. And then this one was really interesting. I don't know, I'm going to talk about this one a little bit. So this is Princess Kida, Rapunzel, and Merida being surrounded by all the other Disney princesses as zombies. And I asked Rob Carlos about this piece, and I just complimented him on including Kida because no one ever includes Kida. And he said that he really liked her, and she was the first princess who could, like, I'm trying to remember a conversation that took place over a week ago, so I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but he said she was the first one who knew how to use a weapon, I think is the way they could do it, or like who could defend herself. So, Merida is the first one that you really think about, like, you know, obviously with the bow, I think he said, and then Rapunzel is more modern princess too, and she has the frying pan, which she uses to beat people up with quite a bit, but Princess Kida has her staff, and she's really trained with it. She's a trained warrior. But in the film, she doesn't use it to hurt anybody. She could, it's implied, that she would have killed them had it been 100 years ago or so, but she doesn't in the film. And he just thought that was really cool, so he included her, which is awesome. And then my last Rob Carlos piece is, here it is. It's, let's see, it's in a perspective sleeve, so I'm trying not to get glare. But it's his steampunk dragon. Let's see if I can show that to you at all. Yeah, that's better. So, I like steampunk things kinda, and it kinda reminds me of steam-powered giraffe. I don't know, it's just really cool. So, I got that, and I got it in a big print because it's super cool. And so that is the art that I bought, I believe. And then, now I feel kind of bad. I don't remember what this was, but, no wait, I think it says it. David Delamere is going to be a new HAED artist, I think they said. And so he printed out little prints for everyone who's at the con. So, fair warning, there is some nudity here. So if you're watching with any little ones, or if you are scared by nipples and stuff, look away. But here's the first one, which is a mother and child mermaid. A fairy on a moon. Now this one's kind of weird. It's, I don't know, I don't understand it. It's so cool. It's like set up like a stage, but there's lots of weird stuff going on. So there's that. My camera's about to die. Here's one that has stuff showing. Another mermaid. See, can I censor it with the glare? And another mermaid with child. So these are super cool. And yeah, again, if I remember correctly, this is going to be a new HAED artist, so we just wanted to get, oh, there's the air conditioning, like samples of his workout, get his name out and all that stuff. So that's super neat. Because my battery's dying, I'm trying to go quickly. I bought this at Amy Stewart's booth because she had like her artwork and stuff, but she also just had like a mini antique store just in her booth. Like half of it was her stuff and half of it was antique stuff. So I got this cute little frog pincushion. Look at that face. It has a little pincushion back, has some pins in him. Or her, I don't know. These like lovely floral designs and everything. So, you know, appease the frog. Maybe it won't come by so much. And now the last thing, which was like the magnum opus or whatever, I don't know. It is the goodie bag that we got at HAED. Now I didn't get the upgraded goodie bag, but I got the regular one. So it has the 2018 image by Randall Spangler. Let's see what we have in here. So we got 2 charts. So the first one is the same image by Randall Spangler, which I almost kind of want to stitch, but I might crop it a bit and just include like the books or like the dragon maybe. I don't know. It's a really cool image, but I don't know if I really want to do the whole thing because it is 18 by 18 7/8 on 25 count. And then this is the HAEDcon 2018 exclusive artwork by Ash Evans. It's called Pussy Willow. So it's like this willow tree and it has these little kitties in the puffs. Isn't that so cute? Although this one is a big chart. It's 500 by 625 and it's a lot of pages. Like it's a lot. Okay, let's try this again. My battery died. So it's a couple hours later, so if the lighting's a little different, that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. Yes, so what I was showing you guys was what is in the goodie bag that we got at HAEDcon. And I showed you, oh, I don't even remember what I showed you. But I think I showed you the charts, and that might have been it. But we also got the one needle minded that I showed you guys earlier, the Oregon shaped HAEDcon 2018, and then there is the Randall Spangler image, which is not going to show very well with glare. I'm just going with whatever I got by. This is not in any particular order. Got this really pretty purple, like tie-dye bracelet that says HAED on it. I think. Yeah, there that is. We got these things which I really don't know what they're for. I think they're like quilting pins or something. But they're by Pincushion Crazy on Etsy, and these are exclusively for Heaven and Earth Designs. So because it was at Seaside, there's these pins, and they have like little nautical themed things. Like there's the clamshell and the one shell, and then I think the person I was sitting next to had like a starfish and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. We all got a name tag in case we didn't make our own, because they gave us a pattern too. But we got these lanyards that said HAEDcon 2018. I think, is that upside down? It is. HAEDcon 2018. And then this is something I think they have on their website. I'm not sure. It's this cool little case, and it says HAED on there, or Heaven and Earth Designs. And it has a mini ruler that goes up to 5 inches, and a mechanical pen and pencil. And a little thing of beeswax, you can see that. And I think that was everything, if I can remember correctly. And then, like I said, this was just the regular goodie bag. There was an upgraded goodie bag, and it came with another chart and it was a really pretty chart. I think it had like an owl or something like in front of a night sky. And everyone who got the upgraded goodie bag also got one of the new tins with the new 32 colors. And I'm not sure what else was different with the upgraded goodie bag, but that was just what I remember seeing. But yeah, so I had to wait a couple hours to charge my computer, or not my computer, my camera, just for that little bit. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Probably won't have as much progress because I'm going back to school. Summer's over, sadly, but I'm excited to go back and learn stuff. So thank you, and until next time, bye bye!